Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go in and create a project group. We'll walk through creating a simple time and material project group, and just to reiterate, a simple time and material project group would be just posting the P&L. Then we'll assign the project group to a project, and we'll review some of the default settings, and then we'll go ahead and show you how you can adjust a project group after the fact. Okay, so we're going to go in and create a project group. So to do that, first we'll navigate to the project group form, which is under Project Management and Accounting, and then Setup, and then under Posting, we have Project Groups. So we can select that form, and now we're in the, the project group form. And to create, we're just going to create a simple time and material project. So basically the first thing that, or project group, so the first thing that we'll do is hit the new button, and then we'll just call this one Simple TM. There we go. All right, first thing that we'll select is the project type. This is where you can define what project type this group is associated to, and we'll pick time and material. And now I will define the search priority. I'll just say everything's category specific for both. This is the ledger search priority. This is the line property search priority. We can also give this group a default line property, and I'll just say that it's always billable. And we're going to leave the verify costs against your remaining forecasts alone. So to define this as a simple project group, we have to tell the system that we're posting our costs directly to P&L. And you can see they're already set up that way for us. So we just have to go through and make sure those are all right. If I wanted to, I could accrue revenue. And you can see once I hit those accrue revenue check boxes, basically these are graying out, forcing you to go to P&L. I'll leave those alone for now. We're just going to keep this as simple as possible and just worry about the cost. So the estimate tab, since we're using a time and material project, is completely grayed out and irrelevant. If I did flip this over to fixed price, you would notice that now the cost template and period code are required, and all these other drop downs or fields become active. We'll stick with what we have. We have default accounting set up in the back end, so I shouldn't have any problems when I post. So we'll worry about that at a later time. So we set that up. So now let's go assign that to a project. So if we go create a new project, I'll just jump over to the All Projects list page, and then I'll hit the new button. And basically, if we pick time and material and hit the project group dropdown, now we have our simple T&M project group sitting there, and then we can assign a project contract ID to it, and we can call this the test group project, and we will create the project. All right, so once I'm in here, we can look at some of the default values that came over from the project group. And they don't default exactly like you would think. So if I go to the setup tab, notice like the default line property really doesn't come into this. And the reason being is because there's a whole table that contains all these, kind of like the pricing setup. So you can see that there's a simple T&M group record in this line property table, and it's for all projects. So it really did default in, it just didn't set the value here on the project details. If you want to override the group setting, you can at the project level, and that's really what this is telling you or asking you to do. One field that it did populate is this ledger posting sort priority, and this is coming from the project group, and notice you cannot define this on the specific project. You actually have to, I mean, it's forcing you to do the search priority that's set up on the group. Okay, so that's reviewing some of the default settings, and then finally, if you want to change the group, you can. So on the project tab up in the action menu, there's the setup area, and then there's the project group button. If you select that project group button, basically it goes, yeah, you're using a simple time and material project. What do you want to change to? And then you can pick all the other ones. So this is interesting too, because you can change project types as well. So if I pick one of these, now I'm a fixed price project. For our instance, we could say, yeah, we want to change it to the project group TNM WIP, which will then adjust us to tracking WIP. So if you had transaction posted already, that's okay, because what it will do is it will basically keep things the same, but then you have the option to reclassify the accounting, push those costs into WIP accounts if you like using, there's a routine called the post cost script, and you can push the cost from P&L to WIP just because you changed the project group. But just changing this won't automatically make anything happen from an accounting standpoint. And then you notice that there's the change sub-project toggle. So if this project is part of a project structure, you can roll the changes down to all your sub-projects as well. So I'll just hit OK here. This might take a second. But yeah, so now you can see over on the right-hand side, this is your project group, and it changed us to TM WIP. If I wanted to change back, I could. I mean, just go back and pick our simple TM project, and boom, we're back to simple TNM. All right, that's what I wanted to demonstrate for you.